Hi everybody, this is Omri from Keto with Omri. I really appreciate you watching my videos. It means a lot to me. So in this video I'm going to show you how I make my fat bombs, my delicious fat bombs. So if you are looking for recipes for fat bombs, this is the right time and the right place for you to take notes, because my fat bombs are really something. So in this video, as I mentioned, I'm going to show you how I make it. And basically the ingredients for my fat bombs are butter, cacao powder, coconut oil, peanut butter, sweetener, and a lot of love. So as I mentioned, we will start with butter, of course unsalted butter. I am going to add to my fat bombs peanuts, so it will add more flavor, it will add more, like, it will be more tasty, trust me on this. So it's like salted peanuts. Of course coconut oil. I am using the extra virgin coconut oil, so if you are going to buy or to use coconut oil, make sure you are using the healthy ones or the good ones. So again, extra virgin coconut oil. Of course I'm using the cacao powder, 100% cacao of Hershey's. I think most of you are familiar with this brand. So this is it. About the peanut butter, this is what I'm using. It's of course without added sugar, and the way I use it is basically it's based on your taste, so it's really up to you. You can add 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons, 4 tablespoons. Of course it will add more fat to your fat bomb, which is the purpose, you know, because if you look for more fat in your ketogenic diet and you want to add more fat, you can add more from the peanut butter to the recipe, and then you are fine, ready to go. So I think this is basically up to you based on your taste. And of course don't forget, without added sugar. I'm using, as you already know if you follow me, and if you don't follow me, this is the right time and the right place to click the subscribe button, so you will get notifications from me. If you already know me, I live in Thailand, so it's really like tricky to get some things like in European country or in the United States. So you really need to find places that with the right and the healthy products. So I'm using I'm using 6 sticks, 8 sweetener. This is for this recipe. And of course you need this silicone mold. It contains 12 spaces for the fat bombs. So this recipe will be for 12 fat bombs hopefully, or it could be a little bit more, but not less. It will be 12 for this recipe. So that's it for the ingredients. Hopefully you take notes. If not, you can always stop the video and watch it again. And so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that I really want to start with in this recipe is first and foremost to turn on the heat on a very low heat, the lowest heat that you have, because you don't want to burn the mixture. So before you start everything and before you start to organize all the ingredients, make sure to give it some time to turn it on the lowest heat. So the second thing that I really want to start with is to add some salted peanuts to the silicone mold, because as I mentioned before, I really want to add some flavor to it, maybe like crispy. It will be really good with the peanuts in there. So I will add like a couple of peanuts to each and every space here. So I will add like 3 or 4 peanuts, pieces of peanuts to each and every space here, just to make sure that I am, you know, it will be like equally. And Right after that, I'm going to add these peanuts. I'm going to start with the mixture to add all the ingredients to the and basically to do all this stuff and to make sure it's all mixed together. So yeah, I'm just going to add these peanuts, and just a moment. That's it. So I added the peanuts, hopefully equally, as you can see here. Hopefully you see it, and pretty much equally. So right now what I'm going to do, as I mentioned, I'm going just to follow this recipe and to add all these ingredients to this. So I'm going to put it here on the place where I already turned on this to the lowest heat. I just want to make sure it becomes hot, so it will make the process much easier and quicker for you, of course. So I'm going to start first with the unsalted butter. I have it from the last time, so I didn't buy a new one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add approximately 3 tablespoons for this recipe for 12 fat bombs. So it will be around 3 tablespoons. I'm not going to take it by the tablespoon, but I will cut it with a knife. So it will be like really nice chunk of unsalted butter. So it will be around like this. Around this amount of butter. Just going to add it to here. That's it about the butter. I can add it back to the freezer. Now all I'm going to add is the cacao powder, the 100% cacao powder. I'm going to add 2 big tablespoons. So as you already know, this is a new box, so I need to open it. 2 fat tablespoons of cacao powder. So it will be like 1 and 2 and maybe a little bit more. That's it. Now I'm going to add this coconut oil. I have some leftovers from the last time, so I need to add 4 tablespoons of the coconut oil. So it's 1, 2, 3 and 4, and that's it. I finished the bottle. Okay, so what we have more? We put the butter, the cacao, the coconut oil. Now the peanut butter I'm going to add, as I mentioned, based on your taste, so just feel free to add as much as you want. So the peanut butter, I'm going to add everything I have here. It's not that much. It's going to be like around like one big tablespoon and maybe another one. Yeah, so it will be 2 big tablespoons. 2 big tablespoons and maybe a little bit more. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. 2 big tablespoons this time. You can add, however, 3 or 4 based on your taste. Now I'm going to add the sweetener. As I mentioned, I live in Thailand, so it's like equal. This is what I can find here. In this time I'm adding 6. And all I need to do now is just to make sure that I am mixing it equally. Okay, so now all I need to do is to mix it equally. After I put the butter, the cacao powder, the peanut butter, the coconut oil, and right now all I need to do is to make sure I'm mixing it until you get like a very nice mixture. As you can see, I hope you can see it, it's not, you still can see these chunks of the butter and all the coconut oil. So I will keep it in the low heat. I will keep to mix it all together until you will not see anymore the sweetener, you know, the white powder. You will not see the cacao powder or the butter, chunks of butter. I will keep mixing it, of course, on a low heat, and then I will add it equally to the silicone mold on top of the peanuts that I already added to each and every space here. So again, just to mix it equally, to make sure no chunks of butter here, no more sweetener, everything is like smooth and clean. You don't need to put it too much on the heat or to heat it too much. You just need to make sure it's all becoming a one and solid mixture. And that's it basically. Maybe we can keep and mix it like half a minute, 30 seconds more, until it's equally, and as you can see, it becomes much better, like a real chocolate from the supermarket. So but this kind of fat bomb is really healthy. It's going to add to your intake a lot of fat, and really tasty, especially when I add these peanuts here to the silicone mold. And yeah, so you will thank me later. Don't forget that if you really like it, comment below so you can share the experience, or if you have questions, comment below, or just email me and I will make sure to answer as soon as I can. Okay, so don't worry about this. I think it's ready. I think it's ready though. Yeah, I don't see any chunks of butter and no sweetener here, so yeah, so everything is okay. Now all I need to do is to put it equally on these spaces, in these spaces, and I will do it like this. It will take like a minute or two to do this, and right after you finish to do it, it's important that you you put it in the freezer for around 1 hour, 2 hours, so it will become frozen, sorry, and very solid. So yeah, so this is all what you need to do. Just put it equally in these spaces of course silicone mold, and right to the freezer. So just let's put it here. Okay, I finished almost the first row. As you can see, this is really easy recipe. You can make it and it will last. If you eat one a day, you know, after the main meal, for example, I eat right now 1 meal a day, so you can eat one after like a dessert after the main meal, and it will be awesome, you know. Yeah, so I almost finished the second row. I'm afraid that I don't have enough for 12, might be 11. Let's hope it will be okay for 12. Let's see, maybe. Yeah, it will be 12. It will be 12. Yeah, exactly 12. Wait, just a moment. Okay, so we finished with the mixture. Don't forget to turn off the heat. So yeah, I just turned it off. The mixture is ready. Now all I need to do is to put it in the freezer for like 1 hour, 2 hours. It will be solid, and then we're ready to see how it's going to taste, right? So yeah, see you in a minute. Hey, so here I am back, and as you can see, here are the fat bombs ready to use, ready to eat after 1 hour in the freezer. They are really looking good. So let's have a try. Let's see how it went out in the inside. So I will just try to get it out from the silicone mold. And as you can see, here is a fat bomb with like really good looking, really handsome fat bomb with the peanuts inside. So what I'm going to do basically is I will fill this box with all the fat bombs. I will put it in the freezer, and I basically have fat bombs for the next 12 days. So that's it basically for today. All I wanted is really just to share with you my recipe and how I make my fat bombs, and that's it for today. If you have questions, please comment below. If you want to share with me and with others your experience, what do you think about these fat bombs, how it tastes for you, please comment below or email me to ketowithomri@gmail.com. Also, follow me on Instagram. It's omricarni1. I share there with everybody everything about ketogenic diet, about my life. So just go ahead and follow me there. And again, if you have questions, don't forget, email me, contact me, and I will be more than happy to assist you and to help you with whatever I can. And that's it for today. So see you in the next video. Cheers!